What's up everyone, it's Galaxyguy26 again here, and this is a match I had with a man called, or girl I guess, apraes231, and this was an absolutely mental match. I thought I had to upload this one because it was very good. So anyway, I'm going to lead off with my Gorbis whenever this whole intro part ends. Here we go, he leads with his Breloom as well. I lead off with my Gorbis because this is a smash and pass Gorbis. I'm like, well, here's the smash, maybe I can get the pass next turn. And this is the first match I ever played against a Breloom, believe it or not, and I hate Brelooms. God damn, I think they need to be all put into a pit and burnt together because they're just awful. Anyway, he sets up the Spore, plus the Leech Seed, plus the Toxic Heal from his Toxic Orb, plus the Bullet Seed, and I'm just in tears at this stage. So I'm like, for God's sake, I'm going to bring in my Gyarados. Considering what to bring in, I bring in my Gyarados in the end after all considerations are taken in, because I've got the Ice Fang. Obviously, I know I can't get any freeze hacks on it because of the Toxic Orb, but it's the only thing I can really do against this Breloom. I kind of resist the Bullet Seed, but he spores me anyway. Like, for God's sake. I'm so glad that there's the Sleep Clause where you can only have one asleep at a time. And he goes for Leech Seed, and of course he's just going to get all his health back because he's a douchebag. And I wake up, thank God, and I get a crit Ice Fang. I'm like, I'm so close, it's Breloom. I don't even want to switch out, even though I know I'll probably lose my Gyarados. I'm like, I don't even care, this thing needs to die. And I get the Moxie boost, although it doesn't really matter because I'm going to switch on this turn because I don't want to lose my Gyarados this early on for reasons that will be revealed later to do with its item that I like to carry because it's interesting. Anyway, let's see what he brings in. He brings in his Ferrothorn, which is the obvious switch in because he resists everything I can throw at him, plus the Iron Barbs is going to deal damage to my physical moves. So I bring in my Ferroseed. I'm like, two can play at this game. I set up my rocks as well. I think, you know, why not? He's going to get 2 layers of spikes down. Kind of wish I rocked Rapid Spin on this Ferroseed. I think Ferroseed can learn Rapid Spin. I don't know, probably not actually, because otherwise I would have seen it on a Ferrothorn. Anyway, so he's got 2 layers of spikes down. I don't have spikes. I have Gyro Ball, Stealth Rocks, Thunder Wave, and Leech Seed on that set. So I'm like, well, I got the Power Hacks on Terraform Factor to my Thunder Wave, and that means it's going to struggle to set anything else up, so I'm just going to go straight for the Brick Break. I don't like to use Superpower because I don't like the stat drops on Azumarill, because if he needs to stay in for a long period of time, the stat drops just don't do him any favours. So at this stage, this is the best bit of prediction work I've ever done in my entire life. I go for a Waterfall because I'm like, he's not going to stay in for another Brick Break, and he switches his Magic to resist the fighting move, immunity to the fighting move, and I crit Waterfall, and I'm like, yes, prediction like a boss. Because even I know I would have still probably killed the Ferrothorn with the Waterfall regardless, thanks to pure power stab. But that was like, the tears had gone from the whole Breloom situation, and I was just so happy that that was the right predictive move to make. Everything is Luxray, and this is good prediction on his part. I'm like, haha, prediction, here it comes. I'm gonna get my immunity to your lightning moves. And then he's just like, actually, I was going to go for Superpower, so F you. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Anyway, he goes for the Superpower. He gets the attack stat drop, and I'm thinking about his bringing. I'm thinking, my T-Tar is got the defense to take this, I'm pretty sure. So I bring in the T-Tar. I think I can take one Superpower and get off my EQ, which is what I go for. However, dun dun dun, he gets a crit on his Superpower. Don't know if that actually matters or not. I don't do damage calculations, but I figured I could probably live it. I couldn't live the crit, no way. Anyway, so then I bring in my Gyarados, and this is why it became important, because this Gyarados also carries Earthquake, and watch these shenanigans. I carry a Custap Berry on my Gyarados, which means if he's under a quarter health, which thanks to the rocks he was, he gets first priority bracket with whatever move he likes, therefore Earthquake, Rex, House. He brings in the Honchkrow, and I hate this thing. I go for the Ice Fang, but it outspeeds me with a Sucker Punch, which was I couldn't really avoid, I guess. I didn't know, I wasn't really expecting a Sucker Punch. I've never really fought many Honchkrows. Anyway, I bring in my Ferroseed, and this essentially becomes how to stall with Honchkrow. So okay, so I sped this part up because it just becomes a bit ridiculous. So sorry if the music's a bit ridiculous, really fast or something, but I don't really know how to fix that stuff. Anyway, point is, he essentially goes for subs, I go for Thunder Waves because I really want to get this thing paralyzed, but it doesn't really happen because he keeps setting up subs, so then I have to gyro ball out the subs, and then he Brave Birds and takes some damage, but it doesn't really matter because he can just roost anyway, and this Honchkrow is just the worst thing to ever exist, and really what I should have wised up really and just gyro balled out constantly, which is what I end up doing, but if I'd wised up a bit quicker, I would have hit him on that roost, and there wouldn't have been any issues. But I should have really stopped going for Thunder Waves. I don't even know. It would have probably made the match a lot easier on me, but never mind. In comes a sub, gyro ball, you know, these shenanigans. I really wanted to seed and Thunder Wave this thing, so my Ferroseed could probably get some health back, but that wasn't to be. In comes a Brave Bird, I go down. Okay, now the match is back to normal speed. And this thing's living on 42% health. Thanks to its leftovers negating the thing. Now this is great right here. I use Aquajet to outspeed this Honchkrow, so no subs for the Honchkrow is what I'm planning on, and it can't sub up because it has not got enough health, and the Sandstorm will take it out regardless of your leftovers. F you, Honchkrow. Okay, now in comes the Theraphon again, and it's paralyzed still, so I'm going to be faster, even though I'll probably be faster anyway. And I'm just going to go for the Brick Break. I'm not going to risk not killing it with the Waterfall, even though I'm pretty sure I could. I take the Iron Bombs damage. I think that's kind of fine. That's okay. Not a problem. Now this is where it gets pretty tense. I'm like, oh my gosh. I have a full health Cloyster versus my 36% Azumarill. So I'm just going to go for a Brick Break. I know it's super effective. And he goes for the Icicle Spear. I'm like, oh my god. Panic! Panic stations! But we're okay. And then I go for the Brick Break. I do so much damage. I'm like, damn, but I'm slower than this thing. So I just have to rest all my hopes and prayers and dreams on this Aquajet to kill. And it doesn't kill, and I die to an Icicle Spear. But that was an absolutely crazy match. Incredibly close. And thanks very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. And thank you, apraes231.